tell y'all. Hey y'all. I play way too much. Beach, happy Monday. It's Monday, October 4th, 7:47 p.m. and I just got home. So I didn't tell y'all. Okay, so over the weekend, this wasn't even over the weekend, this was literally last week, but I decided to keep this out of my vlog because it's just real personal. But I'm like, you know what, I think because of what just the way that things are now, like I'm kind of annoyed, and so I'm just like, let me just see what y'all think, even though y'all don't really be talking to me. So remember how I told y'all, I feel like I should just close my window because I don't trust people. Why am I like this? Uh-oh, the clappers. Tell me why Wednesday, I want to say, he texted me while I was in the house. Literally, I was in the bed. So I got out the bed for you, nigga, and you ungrateful. But anyway, so he had texted me and was like, hey, like, let's go get something to eat or whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool, like, let's go. Like, you know, I'm ready, I'm down. But then again, I really wasn't. No, he kind of had to like force me to get out the bed because I didn't really want to because I was tired and I had already ate. So I really wasn't hungry. So we go or whatever, you know, we were chilling. The place that we went to, it was kind of like further out, so it was like a little bit of a drive. So we were able to like talk, you know, and just kind of like vibe with each other on the way there, and it was just good vibes. Girl, so we coming back, or we coming back. Tell me why we coming back, and this man tries to finesse me. Girl, he tried it. He really tried to finesse me. So we're on our way back, and you know, we live right next to each other. So he texts, no, he didn't even text me. When we're riding back, he's just like, oh yeah, because I thought like it would be cool, you know, if we could just like get some wine and, you know, go and just watch, you know, Netflix or whatever. So I'm like, you already know what type of time I'm on. Like, I wake up at 5 a.m. to go to the gym. So what do you mean? No. So then I kind of felt bad. So I was like, yeah, sure. Like, I was like, no. I was like, I'll think about it. So then we pull up to the house because, you know, we kind of live a little bit farther from where we were coming from. So when we got back to the house, he was like, oh, well, so what you think? And I was just like, I'll call you and let you know. So he was like, all right, cool. I was like, just go eat your food or whatever, and then I'll text you when, you know, when you can come over or whatever. So finally, he comes over. I don't know why. Why would I spin like that? I'm talking low because the window is open. I don't know why, but I'm like a little bit like low-key paranoid that that he can hear me. I don't know why I'm like paranoid that he can hear me because my window is open. But anyway, so he was like, yeah, you know, I was like, yeah, I'll text you when you can come over. So I was in the house thinking, I was like, this nigga really tried to finesse me. Like, how you try to finesse me? Like, I'm the finesse queen. Like, how you try to finesse me? So I went in the house, I'm sitting on my bed, I'm thinking about it. Basically, he ends up coming over. And y'all know, okay, I got this ottoman, right? I got the ottoman finally. And I gave y'all a mini little room tour. But my room is not finished, so I'm not giving you a full room tour. So I know y'all be seeing bits and pieces and be like, oh, no, it's not giving what it needs to give. So until it gives what it needs to give, I will not be doing a room tour. So he come over, whatever, and he's here, and so he's like trying to sit on my bed, and I'm like, oh hell no, nigga, you're not about to sit on my bed and you have on outside clothes. Like, I'm one of those people, like, you cannot sit on my bed with outside clothes. Like, you literally need to take off all your clothes or you gonna be sitting on the ottoman. Or I'm sitting in a chair right now. Like, you can sit in this chair, like, you know what I'm saying, chill, kick it, whatever. But then again, I usually don't have people over. Like, I don't ever have company because I'm either working or I'm at home working. So I usually just don't have company. So I was just like, yeah, like, you know, you need to take your clothes off or you need to do something because I don't deal with, like, outside clothes. And I stand by that. Like, I absolutely mean that. So if you're not cool with, like, that's females too. If you're not cool with, like, stripping down, or you gotta get in the shower. Like, that's all me right there. That's all me right there. You know what I'm saying? So, girl, This nigga starts taking off his clothes. He starts taking off his clothes, bitch. And he don't have on no clothes. This nigga takes off all his clothes except for his underwear. So I think I'm so flustered at the fact that you really tried to finesse me. So like I don't even say anything because I'm just kind of like flustered, like, oh my gosh, like this man really tried to like finesse me. And I'm kind of like low-key with the finesse because I didn't say no. Girl, I already knew what was going on. So I'm like, oh, well, yeah, like, help yourself. Like, nigga, what? You're like in my bed naked. So I'm like, oh my gosh, man, there's like a grown man in my bed naked and I am just like losing it because like, just imagine, okay, like your whole day, like you're trying to, you just completely took me out of my whole routine. Like you took me out of everything. You just threw off my whole schedule, my sleep schedule. Like you just kind of like interrupted my whole little routine that I be having going on at night. Okay. Like I'm already in the bed. Like bitch, I already took my makeup off. I had already like wiped my face clean. You know, I had my bonnet on or whatever. Like I'm in the bed chilling, getting ready to literally fall asleep. Like I think I was low key like sleep, but I wasn't like in a sleep. So I was still like on my phone. Usually I have my phone on. Usually I have my phone on do not disturb. So either way, I'm not gonna hear it if you call. So that's why I'm like, you literally lucked up. So nigga is in my bed and so you know we're watching TV or whatever and I'm just like, so you know when you just be like in the middle in the mix and you be like, how did this happen? That's what type of vibe it was. So long story short, y'all, I was like really out of my element, you know what I'm saying? But I'm also like a nice person and I think that sometimes people like, I think especially with like guys, sometimes they kind of like finesse me with that because I am a little nice, but I'm also like an asshole. So I'm very blunt and straightforward. So in that moment though, I think that I think that in that moment I wasn't, because I was just flustered and I was still trying to process everything that was going on. I was like, wait, like we were just in the car and now like you're naked in my bed and I'm just trying to figure out like if 2 plus 2 equals 4 and 1 plus 1 equals 2 type of thing, you know? I can't. I don't want to be neighbors anymore. Oh my god, this is so awkward. And that's why my best friend told me, he was like, Liz, don't cross that line because when it gets bad, it'll be bad, and that's your neighbor at the end of the day. Like y'all live next to each other, so don't even cross those lines. Okay, I'm putting up my grass wall. I'm putting it back up. So wish me luck. I finally finished putting up my grass wall, so I'll show y'all. But I wanted to use that wall. I'm going to use that wall for something else, so that's why I was putting it up. But I'm so excited I finally got it up. So now I'm just in here just kind of like tidying up and doing some, you know, I ain't doing nothing, I'm just bullshitting, but it sounds good. So but I am just tidying up and getting ready for the week. But I haven't been vlogging, y'all, because I've been doing these videos and doing stuff back to back to back. So I've just been trying to like get my life together and just, you know, stay on top of my edits. And you know, ain't nothing really been going on with me, y'all. I just been chilling and, you know, working on other stuff. So I kind of think that I'm gonna slow down a little bit on my weekly vlogs, but y'all let me know. Like, I don't know what you think, but I've just been trying to do like other videos because I'm kind of getting bored with the vlogs, honestly. I pretty much do the same stuff every week. Like, y'all know, I go to work, I come home, I, you know, work from home, and then when my days off I just be doing edits and doing other videos, and like I'm starting to feel like stuff is just kind of like repetitive at this point. But yeah, I'm just starting to kind of get like a little bit bored. So that's why I was like, I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna switch up my content, try some different stuff, and just, you know, play around and see like what y'all like. So yeah, I kind of want to get back into like my hair content because, you know, I got some stuff coming in the hair business, so I kind of want to keep fresh content coming with like my hair business, and you know, just get back to doing like my beauty and my makeup and all of that stuff. So you know, I don't know, I might just slow down on the weekly vlogs, but I'll still give y'all some BTS, of course. But yeah, guys, that's really all I've been in here working on. So I'm gonna continue to tidy up my little desk area. I'm trying to get some I need to order some stuff from Amazon. Nobody, me. I need to order something from Amazon. Like, no, girl, you don't need to order nothing from Amazon. I wish I could sing. If I could sing, y'all, I promise you I wouldn't be single. If I could sing, I really would not be single. Like, I wouldn't. I would be singing to my bed every day. We wake up. Like, when we wake up, baby, what do you want for breakfast? What do you want for breakfast? That's what I would be singing every single day. And he would sing back. Okay? Because he got to sing back. Do you want some eggs and toast? Do you want some eggs and toast? Girl. But happy Monday, y'all. Getting ready for work. That's all. And I love this. Remember, but get into it. Get into it, y'all. Love it. Top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning. Let's get this, let's get this, let's get this, let's get this. Hey! Y'all, look at my skin. So I have this, what is this? This Peter Thomas Roth, the 14 karat gold mask. Look at my skin, B. Well, I still have the mask on. I'm trying to see. I'm so in love. Let me get y'all the glow glow. The glow glow. The glow. Oh, I unplugged my lamp. Whatever. Anyways, look at my skin. I'm about to rinse it off. But yeah, I wanted to just do, this is it. Let me show y'all. I wanted to do like a nice little, oh, now you can see it. It's giving what needs to give. Top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning. Let's get this shit. Let's get this shit. Let's get this shit. Let's get this shit. Top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning. I be so excited when I do my little face mask. Yeah, it's the Peter Thomas Roth 2K Gold Mask. Look, it just be having your skin just nice and glowy and creamy and dreamy and just so beautiful. Anyways, happy Tuesday, y'all. We made it through a weekend. Let me turn this one off. Made it through the weekend and we in another week. And it is Tuesday and I'm off. So I just got out the shower. I'm washing my face now, doing my little skincare regimen. And I got stuff to do today, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. I need to get working because I have been bull S-ing. Okay? I've been BSing. I've been doing a lot of BSing. So, let me wash this off because I don't want my skin to get dry with it. But my skin looks so pretty. You know what I was thinking about? Like, I've had my vision board up the whole year. I didn't make any adjustments or changes to it or anything. And it's survived. Like, it survived me moving. It really survived. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, it survived. So, I'm happy. Shout out to my vision board for just surviving. It's over here, surviving. But I was just thinking about it yesterday. I was like, man, I'm gonna probably have to make a new vision board. Like, I'm gonna have to make a new vision board in a couple months because it's almost 2022. So, but that's cool because I was already thinking about like some stuff that I want to add, you know, differently to my next vision board. I want my next vision board to be a little bit more like, I don't know. I want it to be a little bit more minimalistic because I want to focus on very minimal things because For me, I know like when I have too many things that I'm trying to focus on, or I'm moving the camera. When I have too many things that I'm trying to focus on, my mind be just feeling scattered. And so that's what I'm trying to like focus. That's what I'm trying to work on for myself in this new, like, for the new season. I'm not going to say new year yet, but for the new season, I'm trying to focus on like just being able to like collect my thoughts, being able to like truly like live in my moment, live in the moment more, and just being able to kind of like focus on one or two things, because my thoughts, my mind, like everything just be so scattered. It's crazy. So, but I know I really didn't do too much vlogging this week, y'all. I really just was trying to like, I don't know. I was like, I'm kind of getting bored with the vlogs, and I'm not bored, but like my life is very like repetitive, and maybe all of ours is in a sense, where all we feel like we do is just work, go home, sleep, work out, you know. So when I start doing like other things, I guess I'll probably want to vlog more, or I'm gonna just probably take a little break from vlogs and try to switch up my content and do like other things on my channel, because I miss like my story times. I miss like talking to y'all and everything. So I'm probably just gonna try to switch up my content a little bit, because you know, I want to keep it cute, keep it relevant, keep it, you know, just mix it up for the most part. But yeah, I love this lotion. Like this lotion, it's like a body cream by Nivea cream. Baby, it's everything. I love this lotion. I'm probably gonna tap in with y'all a little bit later, you know, after I kind of finish working on some stuff. And I need to stay focused, so I'll tap in with you guys later. Good morning. So I'm just I'm finishing up with drying my hair. I colored it and made it a little bit darker, but really you can't even really tell. I can tell like in person, but it's still kind of like light. Yeah, I wanted it to be like a deep red. You can kind of tell right here, I guess, but we'll see. I wanted it to be like a dark, rich red, and on camera it looked real light, but it do look a little bit darker. Some spots look a little bit darker. So that's what I am doing. Instead of going to the gym, I'm doing my hair per usual. So I've been to the gym, y'all. I've been slacking on going to the gym. I've been to the gym maybe like twice this week. I'm like, ooh, starting to get a little bit busier. So I've been going to the gym less and less. You know, because let's be clear, women know. Like we genuinely, like, generally we know when somebody just really wants to have sex with us, or they're just like. I was just thinking about some things, you know. I've just been, you know, I just got off the phone. Honestly, I was on FaceTime for a little while, and I was just talking to somebody, but that don't have nothing to do with what I'm about to say. But you know, I was just thinking about like my mom. You know, I just got back on Facebook. I haven't been on Facebook because I just kind of like felt like I was starting to be like hella overwhelmed with all of the different like social medias. And you know, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok, you know, YouTube. Like I'm literally like socially drained, okay? Like trying to keep up with all these social medias is just kind of draining. So, you know, I thought, you know, like let me take a little bit of time away from a couple of these social medias and really just start to kind of like figure out what platforms I really want to increase my presence on. And right now my focus is YouTube and TikTok. Like those are my two main focuses. But, you know, every now and again, you know, everybody knows that Facebook is obviously a great platform to be on for your family. Like your family's on there, you know, friends, college students, whatever. Like, you know, classmates, people you went to school with, just everybody like is on Facebook, literally. So you're not really going to reach like a new crowd of people on Facebook, because these are pretty much people you grew up with, you live with, you know what I'm saying? Like very close and immediate family and friends, and just like Facebook is just a different crowd. So I wanted to share this experience with you. I wanted to share this little moment with y'all because I'm just sitting here, like I just got off the phone, and I was just like, something just told me to just get on Facebook. I get on Facebook and I see a post that my mom made. My mom is like always on Facebook, and she's always chipping and chatting, and Facebooking it up. So I'm like, okay, let me just see. Like when I get on Facebook, I like to like go through my mom's like posts, because I like to read her mind and figure out like what's going on with her. Even though I talk to my mom like almost every day, I still like to figure out like what's going on with her, because she's a lot like me, and we kind of like agree on a lot of different things, and we sometimes don't disagree. We sometimes don't agree. So anyways, pretty much she had wrote a post about how she was so proud of me, and how like some girl, she was like, she was working at her part-time job, and some girl came up to her and was like, hey, I know your daughters, like I went to school with your daughters, and your daughter Liz, she really inspired me and she changed my life. And I see her in LA, and she's doing this and doing that. And I just like read that post and I commented, and I was just like, wow, like that's really amazing. Like, I'm so happy for this person. Like I don't know who the person is, and honestly I spoke to my mom like many times before after I saw this post. I spoke to her, but I completely forgot to ask her like who this person was, because I really want to know like who is this person. And so it just made me think, like I'm just sitting here just having a moment, because I'm just like, you know what amazes me about all of this is that like I can still somehow inspire people through my life experiences, and just through just living my life, and going through my own BS that I go through in my life, and just dealing with my life struggles and experiences and moments that have shaped me, molded me, and created the person that I am today. No, I'm not perfect. Yes, I've been through a lot of stuff. Yes, I've dealt with a lot of stuff, but like when I tell y'all, like I've been through the most that I've ever been through in my entire life, from the end of 2000, literally within the last year and a half to like year and a half to 2 years. The last, no, I'm not gonna go, the last, from like the end of 2019 up until October 2021, I've been through so much in that time period. From that time up until now, I've been through the most that I've ever been through in my life. And I've had a fairly great life. Like my life has been great. I don't regret anything. Stuff has happened. I've been through a lot. I've dealt with a lot. I've had a lot of experiences. A lot of lessons. No regrets, because I mean, at the end of the day, you learn from your experiences, and it just makes you a better person. It makes you experienced. It makes you, it just makes you who you are. But when I read that comment, and people tell me, quite a bit, like, wow, like you inspire me, or you're so inspiring, like your story is just so inspiring. It really like touches me and makes me feel like I'm doing something right. Because how is it that the stuff that I've been through can be inspiring to somebody? Like, so I'm just sitting here thinking, and I'm like, wow, like, it just makes me feel happy, y'all. Like, I don't even know, like, the words for it. Like, I'm just like, sorry, I got a little cold, so I was like, let me put my robe on. So, I just was just like very like taken back by that, because I'm just like, wow, like the fact that I can inspire people, I don't know, it's a good feeling. It makes me happy, but I just can't believe it. I'm almost like in awe behind it, because I'm like, the fact that my life can be inspiring to someone, or people can see like and look at me and, you know, find a way to be inspired by the things that I've done and been through, makes me feel like it's kind of worth going through, because I can be that light for someone else who's experiencing darkness. And y'all, when I tell y'all there's things that, you know, I've been through and I've dealt with, I haven't gotten, you know, really into it on my channel, just because, you know, I don't think I'm there yet. And I think these things take time to kind of cope with and to, you know, allow certain things to unfold. And, you know, generally I like to live a private life. I like to share a lot of my experiences with you guys, but I also like to keep some things private, because it's just a part of me, and it's just, I feel like it's a part of my growth, it's a part of my journey. You know, I just want to keep some things private, but for the most part, the things that you guys do know, they are big. And so just seeing that, it just makes me happy. I can't believe that some people like are really inspired. It kind of just makes me like, I don't know, like I don't know what to feel. But I just know that it makes me feel good, and it makes me feel like I'm doing something right, because so many people have said that I'm inspiring to them, and I just want people to take from the things that I've said and encouraged. Like, if you don't learn, or if you don't take anything from anything that I've said, or any of my experiences, or my videos, or my blogs, or whatever, or my channel in general, or just whatever, if you don't take anything back from it, just know that, like, life is so much bigger than your problems. Life is so much bigger than your fears. It's so much bigger than your circumstances. And no matter what happens, or what you go through, or what you deal with, you're stronger. There is, life is just so precious, and I think that we should just enjoy it. Each experience that you go through and that you deal with is meant for another moment in your life. So it's preparing you for another moment, another season, another time, another experience. If you are able to deal with certain things in a certain season, don't you think that that is preparing you for maybe something bigger and something better? And if you are able to conquer that moment, or conquer that battle, and face that battle, and, you know, come out on the other side of it, don't you think that when God gives you something bigger and better, you'll be equipped for that? So I have so much joy when people say that they're inspired by me and by the things that I've done, because to me it's so small, but to other people they're like empowered by it. And it just makes me feel good. It makes me know that, like, I'm doing something right. Although I know I'm very impatient, and I'm very like, what's going on, like what's happening, like I need to see results. Like, I don't see it. I can be doing so much more and so much better. I'm very hard on myself, but knowing that people have gotten something out of it just makes it all more worth it, and it makes me happy. And so I just want, if you're watching and you have been watching my journey and my experiences, or you've just been watching my channel in general, you follow me, if you don't get anything from my channel or from my videos, I just want you to follow your heart, follow your dreams, live big, and live on purpose. And don't let anything or anyone stop you from what God has called on your life. Like, the purpose that you've been called to, live in it. Like, if it doesn't satisfy you, if it doesn't make you feel fulfilled, if you aren't passionate about doing it, move on. Like, I just think that life is so much bigger than what we face, our problems, our worries, our fears. Like, don't let any of that stop you from being a better you. Don't let it stop you from doing anything that you want to do. Like, just do it. Like, life is just too short. So, to the person who said that to my mother, like, I'm so glad that I was able to inspire you. I don't know who you are, what I did to inspire you, but I just want you to know that I'm so glad that I could inspire you, and I hope that, you know, if you are watching and you're still following me and you're still watching me, that you explode. You just go crazy. You just do everything you want to do, and you just keep pushing for it, and you keep grinding it out, and whatever is meant for you is going to be for you no matter what. Nothing or no one can stop it. If God called it for you, then it's yours. You don't even have to worry about it. Like, it's yours. Something no one else can do about it. And that's just what it is. So I just wanted to share that moment with y'all. I'm sorry to be all emotional and crybaby, but it just made me happy. That's all. I'm just chilling at the park right now. You know, just wanted to get out the house because I'm always like in the house now, and I feel like I just don't have a life. Like, well, I have a life, but everything that I do, I'm in the house. So I just wanted to just just get some fresh air, fresh vibes, just, you know, sit by the pond and just relax a little bit. Try to meditate some, y'all. My mind has been all over the place lately, and I just kind of been trying to like focus on so many different things. And for me, I'm very much a person that, like, when I try to do too much, I do nothing at all, because I get overwhelmed so easily with trying to just be perfect and trying to be the best at everything I do. So I know that I realize, like, when I do that, I don't end up doing nothing. So I'm so busy trying to be great and do all these different things that I really end up doing nothing at all. So that's one of my weaknesses, but I'm working on it. So I don't know what's wrong with me. Like, I don't know. I've been super emotional. Like, for some reason, I've just been so emotional, so like easily drained, easily overwhelmed. Like, I think it's just like I'm trying to do so much, and my mind is just in a million different places at one time, and I'm trying to like conquer all these different goals that I have for myself. I'm just like overly ambitious, overly like goal oriented. It's just in my nature. I'm an Aries, and Aries are just so freaking like goal driven. We're so overly ambitious. Like, we're just like these believers. Like, we just want to do everything. We want to be the best at everything. So it's just so, like, my mind is always in like 5 million different places trying to do everything, and literally trying to do it all in one day. Because, well, Sundays usually, like now that, well, I'm off Sundays and Tuesdays from the salon. So Sundays and Tuesdays, I'm usually working like on content, editing videos, you know, responding to emails, catching up on stuff like laundry work, meal prepping, you know, just doing stuff like off day stuff. You know, trying to do like my running around, my grocery shopping, banking, you know, all of that stuff. And then during the week working, you know. So when I'm not working, I'm still working. And when I'm working, I'm also trying to like catch up on stuff that I need to catch up on throughout the week. So my life is pretty crazy, y'all. It's just like all over the place, and I'm just trying to find some balance right now. Like I just feel like everything is all over the place, and I'm just kind of like, you know, before I'm literally like, I'm gonna look up and it's gonna be Christmas, and I was looking at flights last night to go home. I'm like, man, like I really want to go home for the holidays, but I don't know if it's gonna happen or not. But I really wanted to. I'm trying to make it happen. Like I didn't go home last year, and I was just so freaking sad. I was so sad. Oh my gosh, y'all, I was sad. Y'all remember I was at the beach on Christmas. I was at the beach. I got fired from my job. Like it was just crazy. It was just like crazy. But hopefully this year I can go home, because that'll make me so happy. If I can go home, I'll be really, really happy. I don't know what's happening with my camera, and I have a really, really big headache, so I think I'm about to leave. My plan was to come here and read and write and journal, clear my mind, clear my thoughts, and just kind of like, you know, gather my thoughts and just try to have some balance going on. But I don't know what my camera is doing right now. But I don't know if that's gonna happen. It feels so good outside, y'all. Literally, I have a bra on. See, this wind be crazy. Literally, I only have a bra on. I have a bra and some sweatpants and a fur coat. And I just threw my hair in this little top knot. I wanded it and just said whatever. Threw on these hoops and these glasses and some sneakers, and I just came out the house. And it's like, you know what? I'm getting out the house today. It's gonna happen. I've been planning to come to this park for a while now. Since I discovered this park was here, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna come to this park. But it's like a park. It's really, really nice. I should have been vlogging when I was walking around before I sat down, but I didn't. I was doing TikToks and videos and pictures. But maybe when I leave, I'll give y'all like a quick like glimpse of this park. It's so beautiful. It's 2 waterfalls. It's like a pond that goes all the way back. There's rocks, there's ducks. Like I think I'm gonna come here, like next time I come here, I'm definitely gonna feed the ducks, because I need to go down memory lane. When I was a kid, me and my grandfather used to feed the ducks. Like he would take me to feed the ducks when I was like 2 or 3. We used to go to this pond all the time. We would go to this pond and we would feed the ducks, and it was just so fun. And before you knew it, it was so many ducks. Like I remember one time I got scared because it was like the ducks came, it was like a couple. You know, it always starts out with like a few, and then it ended up being like all these ducks. They just started coming out of nowhere, and before you knew it, we were just feeding like millions of ducks. And then we had 2 loaves of bread. Bro, when I tell you, those 2 loaves of bread were gone in literally like 5 minutes. No, I lied. Maybe about like 6 to 10 minutes. In 6 to 10 minutes, after about 10 minutes, for sure, it was no longer than 10 minutes, all that bread was gone. 2 loaves of bread. It was that many ducks, and they started to consume us. And so once that happened, we were like, okay, we gotta get out of here. Like, this is too much. This is too much. Just memories with my grandfather, just feeding the ducks, like, it's priceless. So I miss my family. Whenever I start feeling like this, like whenever I start feeling like hella overwhelmed and just like in this place where I'm just like, where do I go? What do I do? Like, what do I need to focus on next? I think that's really what's been stressing me out, is just trying to focus on one thing. You know, I'm trying to do all these different things, and you know, my mind is in a million places. And I don't think it's that I'm trying to do so many things, because I'm really good at multitasking. Like, I'm really good with multitasking. I'm good at it. I can do it. Like, I'm good at multitasking. But the thing for me that stresses me out is the time. Y'all, I am working so much that I only have 2 days off, and in those 2 days off I still need to be able to manage video edits, emails, pictures, TikToks, vlogs. Like, on top of editing, I need to have a day to edit and a day to shoot videos and, you know, content. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm trying to just find this balance where I'm able to like knock out one thing, knock out another thing, but I'm finding that most of my time is going towards one task, and my time just be so like all over the place. Like, and then but by the time I finish one thing, I'm so drained that by the time I get to the next thing, I'm like, oh, I need a nap. Like, and then before you know it, I gotta wake up and go to work. So, you know, and it's just been, that's just how things have been. It's just been like a little struggle for me, you know, and I'm trying to keep it so I don't have to work. I need my 2 days off, but I don't know. Money's a little bit tight these days, you know. Some things have changed a little bit, which has kind of shifted my finances. So it's kind of like making me a little like, okay, like I gotta like shift some things and budget a little bit more, and I didn't really prepare for that. So I'm dealing with that too, and you know, I'm just trying to like find some balance. I'm trying to find some balance, y'all. Like, my life is just crazy. But just winding down to the last 2 months of the year, and I'm just like, how is this, how is it about to be 2022? How is it about to be 2022, y'all? Like, this is just nuts. I don't even know. I don't even know. But whether we like it or not, it's coming. It's here. And I'm just trying to get my mind right and prepared for. Girl, good morning. Sorry. Just kidding. Hey guys. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another vlog. Another weekly vlog, I should say. I have not vlogged in quite a while, and there's many reasons for that, but I'm back this week. And this week is gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. Starting off the week with y'all, I really was contemplating on putting this in my vlog because I am just like, I know what it looks like, you guys. I don't want to talk about it. So tomorrow I'm actually going to Mexico. So I cannot wait to be vlogging the whole entire time because it's going to be so exciting. So I'm going to Mexico. I need to get this thing open. Why do they make these so... Don't ask questions, y'all, okay? Because I already know. I already know, and I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it at all. And I've never taken this before. I'm really disappointed, honestly, y'all. But I will talk about that later. I don't want to take it. I don't want to talk about it right now. I went to the bank. And I need to take care of some things before I go to work. Mondays are always hella busy for me because we have our meeting at work. I need to get some more alcohol. I don't know why when I went to freaking the store, I didn't get more alcohol, and I need some alcohol. So I'm getting ready to just touch up my frontal right now before I leave out, cause I don't know, it just looks really dirty to me, and I don't like that look. So, yeah, y'all. I know y'all probably have like so many questions. Like, what is going on? Like, she just started out the vlog, taking a Plan B, and da da da. But we're gonna get into some things later. Not right now. I'm just